Hey YouTube, it is the year 2025 and Pirate 101 has had a lot of changes as far as its companions go via packs, bundles, and companion rework. So this is a video where I rate the companions from broken/banned all the way down to the bottom of the circular file with Jim Masterson. So let's get started. These companions, without a doubt, are pretty much banned in every single PvP tournament, and I'll briefly go over the reasons why. This companion right here has something called scratch buffs. Most people refer to it as that, but it's like Mo Flojo Flow and Flow Mojo Flow, all that stuff that boosts the mojo and um, increases the AoE attacks of Witch Doctor, Musketeer, and Privateer. So yeah, solid companion used in most PvE situations, questing and farming, but banned in most PvP tournaments because he's broken. Very iconic, but broken. Jim Masterson, or no, did I say Jim Masterson? Bat Masterson, who also wasn't particularly good. Um, a little while ago, received a rework where now he's pretty much the go-to when it comes to revealing hidden enemies. Definitely do check him out if you haven't already, but he is broken, okay? He has the best AoE ability in the entire game for a companion. He can teleport across the field and he reveals enemies that are bleeding. Absolutely insane. Monty the Merciless shuts down Buccaneers. Best health in the game for a companion, and of course he basically has a permanent fort. 50 round protection. So 50% protection. Then, of course, Gore has always been busted. He received an update. Now he's got even more busted stuff. He's Eagle Eyes rank 3 now. And, like, um, what's it called? Uncanny Shot and Epic Strike and, well, actually Super Strike and extra epics and stuff. Nurse Quinn has Triage. Now she basically removes all debuffs. And she has, insane healing range and 3 heals and better epics and all that good stuff. Then, of course, you have the Troggy Treasure Booster Pack. It's added some interesting companions in the game. This one is broken. It's got Sneaky rank 3, so this guy basically hides at the end of her turn. On top of that, you also have abilities like Cloak and Dagger and Leviathan's Call, so this guy right here is absolutely cracked. He's got good movement, all that good stuff. Lauren got even more powerful than he was before. Now he has Obscuring Cloud, and he can get Repel Borders rank 3, and he has Sneaky rank 3. And he has the good movement he's always had, and he has even more epics than he had before, plus a summon. So he is completely busted. These three right here, they come from the Draconic. Shoot, I forgot. There's some type of Dragonspire booster pack. But these companions are busted. This one right here has something called Draconic Fervor, which can reduce accuracy and movement of opponents, and it boosts the weapon power and critical of your allies if they are right next to him. So yeah, absolutely busted. Great epics, great movement. Very powerful companion, but once again, he's going to be banned in most PvP tournaments. This one right here, the Buccaneer one, actually gives fall through to all the units on your entire team for 3 turns. Plus, he has great epics, and then he has the Draconic Charge, which reduces dodge. It's a good gap closer as well. Almost the same thing for the Privateer over here, except he has 100% will buff. I gave him Bladestorm rank 3. Then, of course, you have Victor Hugo, who I want to say was added to the game a couple years back. Maybe it was a year ago. I don't know. But he's got the Frozen Barricades. Frozen Barricades basically prevent melee units from coming in and allows the range units to shoot over. It can be used quite effectively to shut down like a swashbuckler who goes into like Black Fog or something. So it's quite nice. This companion right here, or this tier set, this is the exclusive companions. These companions aren't usually banned in most PvP tournaments. They are quite strong, but they are once again quite exclusive, and they're still, slightly better than some of the top-notch companions. So we start with Barry the Bumballoon. He is the ultimate counter to Musketeers. He's got Stingapede, which is a ranged, well, it's a guaranteed epic melee attack. So basically, he gets to trigger all of his blade storms off of that. And then he got Gunstinger, which is, an ability that allows him to randomly get attacks versus musketeers. And sometimes it does bleeds, which do 200 plus damage. So it's just a very powerful, ability right there. And then of course you've got Cloud of Bees, which obscures the. It's kind of like smokescreen. Think of it as like a smokescreen, basically. That's what it is. It obscures the line of sight of ranged units. So yeah, this guy over here, and he's got 3,000 health, so he's just a good companion. Like, and he's exclusive. He only comes in the beekeepers bundle. So then you got the Haywire Companions. All three of them are in this list. This one's got Overwatch rank 5, and of course the Haywire Shots, which can do 2,000 damage. These two also have Haywire Shots, and they both have Surge of Technomancy, which can basically remove a buff. Um, and of course they have Haywire Strike as well. This one's slightly more tanky. In most situations, I would actually take him over her, but either one, they're all good. Collectively, all three of them, when the pack first came out, they were referred to as the $1,000 team. Is like a term that was used for it. The $1,000 team. I think someone spent $1,000 trying to get these companions, so it's a little funny, bit of information right there. I don't think that most people would spend that much money in order to get them, but they're very exclusive companions. And of course, you got Bar. Bar has always been good. Bar has, good summons. He's got Tide rank 3, and of course, he's got the little weasel things he throws, which reduce accuracy and dodge. He's a good around godly companion. And then, of course, you got Lauren. Lauren received rework as well as all the other bear companions. Now he has Valor Armor, Valor Ramparts, and he has Revive. So yeah, he's quite powerful now, and he can get Repel Borders rank 5, which is what I usually put on. But I also, use him for chaining and stuff like that as well. Now we're moving on to the top-notch companions. You got Pete, and you got Yule Trog. Which, now they're almost the same thing, except Yule Trog, you can straight up buy him. But he has some type of different charge. He doesn't have. I want to say he doesn't have brutal charge. I think he's got. Mighty charge. I'm going to go ahead and double check that real quick. I don't want to give you all the wrong information. Yes, he's got mighty charge, super strike, and he's got Shark's Fury, and he's got Turn the Tide rank 3. But he does have 5.5 movement. So he does have the movement advantage over Pete as well. So in some ways he's worse than Pete. In some ways he's better than Pete. I don't think he has quite as many epics as Pete. And once again, he doesn't have the reduce that Pete has, and he doesn't have the Whale's Might. But he's pretty solid. Then you got two more companions from the Troggy Treasure Booster Pack, which is a new pack that they added to the game. This one right here. It just has good solids, chaining epics, turn the tide rank 3, and he's got some type of ability. Let's see. Leviathan's Cry, which basically just blocks like melee attacks and stuff. Then of course he's got something called Retaliation Strike. Basically what it does is it allows you to return an attack if a musketeer attacks him. So yeah, that's him. And he's got good movement, 5.5. Then you got Nausicaa, Goro, Chantel, Black Annie Rackham received an update, I think a couple years back, where her range was increased to basically match Bonnie Ann's range. So now she has 5 range instead of 4 range. So she's got good range now. The Privateer Frog has a hide, some good chains, and a heal, and also the 10-round accuracy buff. Discipline, I think is what it's called. Sarah Steele is an interesting companion. You thinking, why is she up here on this list? Well, let me tell you, she received a rework as well. Now she's got a Super Strike, Swashbuckler Stab, which she had before. She's got Grand Shadow Dance, and now she's got something called Fancy Fencing, which is great. She used to have a hide instead of that, but now she just has some extra epics as well. I have her with Bladestorm rank 3, First Strike rank 3, flanking, and now she's got like Riposte and Repel Water she already comes with. But what the crazy thing is, she has 170 dodge. It's the highest dodge out of any swashbuckler in the entire game. So she is, in some ways, she's more powerful than she was before. And she, in some tournaments, they actually do ban her dodgy rank. So I had to put her in the top-notch tier. I do see her used quite a bit. Then we're looking at the solid tier. The solid tier is companions that you see every now and then. They're pretty good, but they're not used to the same extent that the top-notch companions are. Lucy Sterling, who I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my other pirate so I can reference. Lucy Sterling also received a update. Now she is a Buccaneer, so that is definitely quite interesting. Let me go ahead and find her real quick. Lucy Sterling, Lucy Sterling. Here we go, Lucy Sterling. Lucy Sterling basically has almost the same kit. Now she has a Buccaneer Smash instead of a Buccaneer's Stab. She has something called Feisty Fencing, and essentially what it does is it gives First Strike, a rank of First Strike to all of your melee companions for 3 turns. So what I like to do is I like to use her with the 2 geese, Egg Shen and Zhang Cha. And I set those up with First Strike rank 2, Relan rank 2, and Bladestone rank 3. So that basically they can be full chain companions, and then you just pop that extra you can pop that extra First Strike rank 3 whenever the swashbucklers all hide and go in the black box. So it's so she's pretty good specifically for that. She's a strong, good companion to have, and now she has 3,000 health as well. So she also has some of the stats of a Buccaneer, which is quite nice. Y'all recognize these other companions right here. It's important to note that Ator did receive a buff. Now I think he's got Merciless rank 3 instead of Merciless rank 2. Let me find Ator real quick just to reference him. Here we go. Yeah, he's got Merciless rank 3, Turn the Tide rank 2, and now I give him Bladestorm rank 4 and Relan rank 2. And he's got a Super Strike and Grand Shadow Dance now, so yeah, that's Ator. He did receive a bit of a buff. Okay, let's see. SM Arsum also received a pretty significant buff. He's got Turn the Tide rank 3 now, and he's got Revive as well as his usual Super Strike. He's got something called Grave Stench, which basically poisons everyone around you unless they're undead, regardless if it's on your team or the enemy team. So yeah, he's got decent epics as well. But yeah, he's pretty darn good. He's definitely solid now, especially the rework. But yeah, all these other companions you should recognize if you've been playing the game for quite a while. Mr. Scorch got Eagle Eyes. Lumba got the big guns, and use that in a big group. It can be very deadly. But yeah, that is A tier. I think we've spent enough time on A tier. Taking a look at B tier, this is pretty much all the companions that are fairly comparable to the Presidio companions as far as how good they are. Or they fulfill a very specific niche, like in the case of Gracie Conrad with her proximity mine and summon, or the case of Bosun Bud with his starfish. So yeah, then you have Eep with his crazy, insane criticals as well, and then you have, well, the Magnificent Seven, the other Magnificent Seven, aside from Bat Masterson. So we have the companions. I would fit these guys into a trolling category. If you play with these guys, you are trolling. I think at the top you have companions like El Tiburon. El Tiburon is pretty good, especially if you use a Beastmaster banner. It's got like full chains and all that good stuff. So yep. You have a lot of Witch Doctor companions that are decent but not that great. Buccaneer companions with decent chains but don't really have much in the way of guaranteed hits or gap closers or movement range. So yeah, that's pretty much where they land right here. You have to be trolling in order to use any of these companions. Then you go to barely usable with like Smocules and Eagle Hoplite all the way down to the Inoshishi Sorcerer. As the name implies, they are barely usable. Then you have, I'd say, worthless companions, absolute bottom of the barrel. They are actually, bad, I would say. is a word I would use for them. But there are companions that are just worse, and those are companions like Chicken Miner and all these other guys whose names I forgot, Water Slinger. And then, of course, Jim Masterson somehow is worse than any of the companions in this entire tier. He's got nothing going for him, no turn the tide. He's a privateer with horrible stats. Man, he's just trash. I'm sorry. I hate to hate, but he is definitely the worst companion in the entire game. Um, and yeah, I think that this is the end of the tier list. I didn't mean to ramble on so much, but let me know what y'all's thoughts are as far as this tier list goes. Would you rate these companions differently, and why? How up to date are you on all the stuff as far as like the pack and bundle and um, reworks that have been added to the game recently? I know some of y'all are kind of dropping in and out and don't really play the game too much, but yeah, those are the companions of Pirate 101 right now. And they've said, the devs have said that they plan on doing some other reworks. They said that they're thinking about reworking Monkey King next. But that is it for this video. That's all I really got to say, and I will see you in another.